Don't be scared of the change. Scared to be the new kid.
Today marks the second time I've ever heard Johnny Cash in my life. I first heard the song Hurt, which was a cover that was life-changing. His voice and his delivery made the cover his own song. So today, I'm curious what else Johnny Cash has in his bag. We're gonna go ahead and check out A Boy Named Sue for the first time.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that give me that awful name.
I feel like if this song dropped in 2023, there'd be an uproar because people get so mad about little things like gender and shit. And Johnny's like, I'm just mad at my dad for naming me Sue for implying it's a girl name. I find it comical. I could definitely see the frustration.
Thompson bars and kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, my name is Sue. How do you do? How you gonna die?
Oh, shit! Johnny Cash just went from Dr. Seuss rhyming back and forth to Jason ready to kill his dad. That escalated rather quickly.
How do you do? How you gonna die? Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth.
Wait a minute, what in the Vincent Van Gogh is going on? He went for his ear, of all things?
A piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I've fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun. I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name, and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong.
Oh, hell no, you need to go and beat his ass again, because that is just kind of cruel. I understand wanting to be tough and, wanting to make sure your kid can, handle their own, but you willingly choose to abandon him, and you're like, I did you a favor, boy, you hear me? Like, I just can't can't imagine how delusional his dad actually is.
Get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah. He said, now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, because I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue. Yeah, well, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him a pa and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue. I still ain't this thing.
Okay, I might just love Johnny Cash because he took that, like, lesson and decided to find the gain instead of the gap. He's like, I'm just not gonna name my kid Sue and obviously be there for him, unlike my dickhead dad who thought he did me a favor. This whole story, though, is hilarious, and I like how Johnny has a sense of humor about it because the way he tells it is funny. So, guys, let me know down in the comments what's some other Johnny Cash songs I should check out, and in the meantime, check out my Johnny Cash reaction, Hurt. It should be popping up any moment. Thank you again for watching, y'all, and have a great day, guys.